Hey friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I am here super excited to go over the installation of the CYBEX Aton infant seat line with you. We're going to show you how to do this on a demonstration seat. So this is obviously not a how-to that is meant to be taken as more important than the manual. You need to consult your manual of both your car and your car seat before you ever install a car seat. But this is just to sort of walk you through what those differences look like on the different bases. Let's get into it. Okay, so on my demonstration seat here, we have our lower anchors identified. This seat base here is for the original Aton G, and what we would want to make sure of is that our seat is going to be in the correct recline position. So that is all adjustable here on the front of the seat. I generally start with them a little bit higher up. We would open this up, and as you can see, I'm going to loosen my lower anchor belt here, just so I have enough room. We'll hook up each part of the lower anchors. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this base. And that is generally why I start these seats out in a higher position on the incline for a little baby. Because once we tighten it down, that'll bend the front of the nose down. And as you can see here, I'm going to close the safe lock. And that has turned from red to green, so I know that is correctly installed. I'm gonna pull, I shouldn't even pull from the back, I should pull from the front of the base. Try to move it more than an inch, it's not moving. And then you would take your infant seat and set it directly in there. So that's gonna be your basic CYBEX Aton G base. And then just to show, there isn't any load leg or additional exaggerated piece here. So you can have lift, which is what you see right like that. Generally speaking, I would encourage this seat to sit a little bit more upright to help reduce that, but that is gonna be reduced if we go with a different style of base or seat. So now I'm gonna uninstall this and grab the next one, which is the swiveling base. So this is the included base with the $250 option. If we move to the swiveling base, it's going to have some similar features where we're going to have lower anchor connectors. As you can see here, we do have a recline indicator. We're going to want to be for a new baby in the blue. So oh wow, recline the base. Oh, you know what? That's how that works. It's on the actual base itself. It's not on the front of the seat. So that's something to be aware of. We learn something new while we install every day. So this seat starts by rotating. We're going to open up our safe lock. We're going to hit one ISOFIX. We're going to hit the other lower anchor connector / ISOFIX. We'll loosen it up. And then, because this is turned, I'm going to be able to tighten it up pretty easily. And as you can see, this base is more expensive. This has the additional anti-rebound feature. And then we're going to close the safe lock. And now we will rotate that back. And we'll make sure that our recline level is correct. So we're going to want to be reclined like that. Let me grab the seat, throw it on there so you can see the seat turn toward the door. This is going to be our $400 version. Pull the gray, spin baby toward you. Obviously you wouldn't have a podium there, but this would enable you to take the child in and out of the seat without having to necessarily remove the seat. But of course, if you want to, you can still remove the seat, set it back in, and then obviously it's only meant to drive when it's in rear facing mode. So exciting feature, rotation on that guy. Will rotate obviously toward either door. Now, the anti-rebound feature here will prevent this seat from having the lift that you saw the other seat has. So it still has a little bit of lift, but because it has the anti-rebound feature there, it's going to prevent that seat from flipping upward in that direction any further. So something to keep in mind there. If you like more safety features, you get more safety features with this guy than you do with the original, but it is more expensive, so that would make sense. Now, we will go into their most intense base, and it's an entirely different car seat. So again, this is the car seat from CYBEX that has the recline feature, as you can see. So the seat will go from reclined to sitting upright, and that is only for when it is not in the base. So if it's hanging out in the house or just on the stroller, that's the purpose of that. This base has a very exaggerated anti-rebound plate. It also has a stability load leg, which I'm going to collapse for right now. And then you also have the steel the steel lower anchor connectors versus having a flexible connection strap. Anytime that you add metal to this, you're going to have side-to-side movement reduction. So it's definitely a nice safety feature that comes on their most expensive option. You will engage both of those to come forward. Sorry, I'm running out of breath here. There we go. Scoot it forward. It will hook into both sides, and then you can push it in. It is ratcheting, so it'll hold its tightest position, and then you engage the foot to come down and touch the floor. When it's correctly engaged with the floor, it turns green. So that is how we know that's correct. And it is locked into place when it's green, as you can see there. Now, the seat itself, we don't have to tighten anything because by shoving it in, that tightened it. And now our seat's gonna go directly onto the base like so. It removes the same way as the other ones, just a little bit heavier. The intention of this is that in an accident, the seat can't rotate downward. If it doesn't rotate downward, it doesn't slam back up. But again, because we have an exaggerated plate like that, the lift on the seat is extremely minimal. And then also because it's metal on the metal, you're gonna have less side-to-side movement if you're struck from the side. So definitely your most aggressive safety feature set on the most expensive of the three CYBEX seats. That is the Cloud G Lux. So, if you have any additional questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you would like to like or subscribe, we would love that as well. Please feel free to do that. And we have a video just explaining the differences of these seats. If you're curious about that and you saw this before that one, go back and watch that one. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.